I'm making this video today because I want to share something that's happening in my life with my friends and my family. Maybe one day, depending on how this goes, I might change the settings to share publicly, but right now this is just for the people that I love. So I wanted to share with you that I've made a decision, and this decision is to be a living organ donor. My father-in-law, who is a two-time Purple Heart Marine, lost one of his kidneys to cancer. He was stationed at Camp Lejeune, and as you've probably watched the news, and they're trying to find people stationed at Camp Lejeune, you may have a lawsuit. Well, he doesn't care about that lawsuit. He cares that he spent the last better portion of his life with just one kidney, and now his last kidney is failing him. And I'm a match, which is amazing. To me, it's amazing. I get the opportunity to save the life of somebody I love. I know that he's been looking for a donor for probably more than a year, and I think he's had his hopes up many times, especially since some of the donors were more direct family than I along the way, but for reasons that doctors chose to disqualify them, none of them were a match for him. I'm a universal donor. I'm an O positive. He's an O negative. So this is a good match for him. I have 2 healthy kidneys, and I can live a healthy lifestyle on one. So I'm also kind of making this video because on this journey, as I go through it, I want to be able to update you by posting these videos. And if you follow along, you can watch them. And I know that some of you will want to call and some will talk, but I may not have the ability or sometimes time, or I don't know what may or may not be a reason. But if I can't communicate with you all regularly, I want to at least give something that you can follow, I guess, the journey that I'm going through. It's not an easy decision to make, and just the thought process of I'm donating a kidney, but it is an easy decision to make when it's somebody that you love. This man is given not only to his family, but to his country, and I'm honored to be his son-in-law. He's a good man. Life really kicks you in the ass, sometimes even harder when you're good. The world doesn't want good men to get ahead. Just look around and see how many corrupt people are out there ruining the world for everybody else. I digress that statement because it's not what this is about. So as I go through everything I want to share with you, in a week and a half, I'll be in New York at Mount Sinai. I'll be going through a full day of testing, CAT scans, MRIs, anything that they can poke me with. I think that's their plan. I am very fortunate and feel that I'm very lucky to have a patient advocate at Mount Sinai who is communicating with me the steps and things that I need to do. There's also a nurse who's also been communicating and giving me the information, and also some of the testing instructions that I've already had to take care of here in San Diego, and will also be meeting me in Mount Sinai to take me to all my appointments when I get there. And I'm also very fortunate for the VA medical system. This is really being funded by the VA. My father-in-law, being a Purple Heart veteran, his VA is the Bronx VA in New York. So when the surgery happens, I will be at Mount Sinai. They'll do what they need to do to pull my kidney, and they will walk it across the street, and give it to him and save his life. I will be in the hospital for 2 to 3 days, and then after those 2 to 3 days, I'll stay in New York for approximately 2 weeks before the doctor will medically clear me to travel, and then I will be able to return back to San Diego. After the 2 to 3 days of hospital stay, I'll be able to stay in a hotel right next to the Bronx VA, so that I will be able to visit with my father-in-law and my wife Dierdre, who will be there with me to also then take care of me there's a turn. It's usually her in the hospital, but hey, this time, that's why we're a team. But yeah, then she'll also get to be there, and not only be there to help take care of me, but also be there and encourage her dad. So I've been asked many times by the few people I have told, why are you doing this? Why would you do this? And then the look of shock, like, you know, to me, they look at me like I'm giving up my life. And because it is kind of scary from maybe your perspective if you don't understand everything. And I know I don't understand everything. So I am doing this my life is a gift. My family is an even greater gift. When I was younger, I made some very poor decisions in my life. You know, when I make the joke, to be old and wise, you gotta be young and stupid. I feel like I should be a lot smarter now. As I honestly believed that I would never live to be past the age of 25. I lived my life with reckless abandon. I gave no regard if I lived or died for the decisions I made. If I made a decision, I went head first, regardless of consequences. Even when death could have been a very likely outcome. So I got close once. In 2005, I had 2 motorcycle accidents within a 3-month period. The first one, I donated one of my fingers, along with many other parts of my body that will never be the same. And the second one, I was in a head-on collision with a full-size van that now that I'm 45 next week, or a week and a half. I know what spinal stenosis is now. My neck hurts all the time. But of all the damage that happened to this body, there was guardian angels. God has a plan for my life still. This is just part of it. So if this is my gift, my life is my gift, then if gifting one of my kidneys to somebody that I love will save their life, then I'm honored. So I think that's about all I have to share up to this moment. I think I gave you and doing testing. I got more coming to Mount Sinai. I'll ask them if I can record certain parts of that so that I can upload those to this video. When the surgery does happen, maybe Dierdre will be your narrator. I'm not sure how I'll look in a robe. It's been a while. But this is my update to you. And please, if you want to follow this journey, I've created this YouTube channel just for these videos. And as they post, it's not like one of those like, click, subscribe things, because like I said, this is just personal right now, private for family and friends. So if you have the link to it and you send it to somebody that you care about, they'll be able to watch it. But it won't be in a public search. And if the subscribe notification bell is on there, that just means when I get something posted, if you want to follow this journey, if the algorithm works, you'll get it. So I love you, and God bless you.